Basketball fans, welcome back. So the NBA postseason is right upon us, and I'm very excited. So I'm a Laker fan, and I'm really looking forward towards seeing the Lakers and the Minnesota Timberwolves go right at it. And that is a series that will be one for the ages. But there's another underrated series that I think people should pay attention to: the Rockets versus the Warriors. So the reason as to why I say this is because Dylan Brooks, he matched up against Golden State when he was in Memphis in the second round of the 2022 postseason, and it was a very very cheapy, it was a very very cheapy series, and we're going to see Dylan Brooks and the Houston Rockets going at it, and you can see Golden State look so different because of adding Jimmy Butler in that blockbuster trade that they trade away Andrew Wiggins to the Heat. And right now, as we speak, I've watched that Memphis Grizzlies versus Warriors game for the seventh seed, and I must say, let's not underestimate the Golden State Warriors. This team has the ability to even go ahead and get to the finals. They can make it to the finals. Right now, I don't want to say I really want to jinx it, but I I think that they can make the finals. Given like how Jimmy Butler is playing up, playoff Jimmy's there. Stephen Curry just turned back the clock. Draymond Green is looking like the defensive player of the year. And for some, I can say, the Warriors can be that team that can even go ahead and win in the capture, and Stephen Curry can even capture his fifth title. I don't want to say this because people can think that I am a Warriors fan. I am not a Warriors fan. I'm a Laker fan. I hate the Warriors, but given like the way they play good basketball, I feel like they have what it takes to go ahead and do it. So I've given them the nod in that series. I know they're the seventh seed and are going to match up against the two seed, but I don't think the Rockets have the experience there. I know Ime Udoka is there, but I don't think they have what it takes to go ahead and beat. The Rockets can't beat the Warriors like that. But that series, we then in the West, we have that Lakers versus Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm excited to see Anthony Edwards go at it with LeBron James, Luka Doncic. So funny enough, the team, the team that Luka Doncic was on, the Dallas Mavericks, eliminated the Minnesota Timberwolves in the Western Conference Finals in the 2024 postseason. So we're going to see a rematch between Luka Doncic and Anthony Edwards. It's going to be a fun one, and I've seen Shannon Sharp go at it with his Lakers in five. I must say I love the Lakers in five. My favorite is divorce court child support Lou Dort. Lakers in five. I'm not saying it's gonna go to five. It can even go to seven because the Memphis Grizzlies are not here to play around. Also, the Lakers are not here to play around. So it is what it is. Then we have the Denver Nuggets versus the Clippers. I'm not too sure about the Denver Nuggets, title hopes because they're coming off firing, their head coach and GM, and it's not looking good. Mike Malone was one of the most successful coaches that led this Denver Nuggets team to the most success that they've had. Brought them a championship in 2023. So I don't know, let him go. Let him go of that guy, man. It's just gonna be tough. It's gonna be very tough. Then we have the one-seeded OKC Thunder. So they're waiting for the winner of the Mavericks versus Grizzlies game. So the winner of that will match up against OKC. So I'm excited to see that series. And I must say, this is going to be one hell of a Western Conference playoff, playoff series. When you look at the West, when the West bracket, then when you look at the East, we have the Celtics versus Orlando Magic. Honestly, if you ask me, the Celtics are going to win this thing in 5 or 4. I don't think the Orlando Magic have what it takes to stop. I know Paolo Banchero has been balling, but I don't think their story of the Orlando Magic ends up with them upsetting the Boston Celtics. And considering the fact that the Celtics are the defending champions, there's nothing that is stopping the Celtics right now from going ahead and dominating. So yeah, I'm gonna just say that. So moving on to that series where we have the New York Knicks versus the Detroit Pistons. I feel like this is going to go all 7 games. I feel like the Detroit Pistons, the way they play basketball, is very physical, and in the playoffs, the NBA playoffs is a bit physical. So things are going to a lot of technicals are gonna be thrown that side. I know A couple of playoff suspensions I expect there because the Detroit Pistons don't play around. I expect it to go all 7 games, regardless of who wins. I really root for Jalen Brunson. I feel like Jalen Brunson for the Knicks is good, but also Kid Cunningham, he has been balling out this season, and this is going to be one gritty series. Then we have the Milwaukee Bucks versus Pacers. Honestly, Damian Lillard is out, so I'm not sure if Giannis turns into 2018 LeBron James. Maybe something can happen. Maybe we can see the Milwaukee Bucks making it past the first round. I know things are not looking good. Have not looked good for the Milwaukee Bucks since that time they won the championship. But hey, maybe they have a chance to go ahead and do something. Then the Cleveland Cavaliers with the 1 seed, they're going to match up against the winner of the Heat versus the Hawks. So unfortunately, the Miami Heat are not blessed with Jimmy Butler. So I'm not sure if they can make it to the 8th seed. But anyway, anything is possible. Jimmy Butler was the difference maker in the Heat, and right now as we speak, they're on a downward spiral. My best bet is seeing Trae Young match up with the Cavs, and I don't think the Heat have what it takes right now to be able to go ahead and beat. Um, they can't beat the Hawks, and the Hawks have what it takes to go out there. So those are just my thoughts in there. And in this season, I'm going to go ahead and make videos talking about the NBA playoffs because this is the time in the year where I get very excited, especially when I'm looking at the NBA postseason. I really really love this so much. So it is what it is. So do drop me your comments down in the comment section what you think about this. I mean, those are my predictions, but I'll be making videos talking about this series and the way they unfold. And honestly, if you ask me, I'm enjoying every single bit of it. So like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, get notified. I'm out. I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Peace out.